so excited to be here again for our annual Arbor Day celebration. I'm Daryl Faber, the Parks Director, and we have numerous members of different boards and committees here. And in particular, I'd like to recognize the members of the tree board who are here. If you'd raise your hand for that. We love our tree board. Bryce will be up here in just a minute. And also to our Auburn Garden Club, Barbara Smith, the president, she's here somewhere way in the back, and we're really excited to have our garden club here as well. They help our community all over, and especially with various tree events and a beautiful show here at the Auburn Senior Center coming up as well. So we're great to have Barbara and the crew here as well. So anyhow, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mayor Nancy Backus, and then be back in just a few minutes with the annual proclamation and presentation, and we also have the state represented here today as well. Mayor Backus?
Thank you, Daryl. Welcome, everyone. I was asking Daryl a few minutes ago, how many of these have we done? And he said, oh my. So I assume that means we've done a lot.
I said all of them.
You did all, no, you said oh my. Now you're changing your tune to all of them. That's all right. But we have had many opportunities to celebrate Arbor Day in our parks with beautiful tree plantings, and today is no different. This is a Stewartia tree. And it's a beautiful flowering tree, so we will have many years of enjoyment, no doubt, from the planting today. And I would like to introduce to you your council members who are here today. We have Councilmember Bill Pelosa, Councilmember Wayne Osborne, Councilmember Yolanda Trout, and Councilmember Claude DeCourcy. And I'd also like to recognize my friend from last year who was helping us plant the tree last year, Lily Brindle, and her sister, Asia. Thanks for coming back again this year to celebrate our tree plantings with us, ladies. And you're soon to have a brother or a sister to join us next year. Well, we look forward to having you with us every year. So with that, Ben Thompson with Washington State Department of Natural Resources. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you, and thanks to all of you for having me up here today. You know, when most people think about natural resources, they think about things that are happening out there in the hills and the wildlands, but it's important to recognize that these trees here in town, in our parks that line our streets, that are in our yards, those are natural resources as well, because they require care and stewardship if we want to continue to get benefit from them, right? And there's certainly a lot of benefit that we get from our natural resources right here in town that affect our daily lives. So that's why the DNR has staff like me that work to support the cities like Auburn who are working hard to steward their natural resources. That activity gets you the Tree City USA designation. Auburn is now in their 12th year as a Tree City USA, and as impressive as that is and as deserving as you are for that 12 years, clearly the trees in this park, many of them are much older than 12 years. So there's a legacy of stewardship and care here that goes back further than the Tree City USA designation. The Tree City USA designation recognizes you for the hard work that you do from that day 12 years ago and hopefully every day forward. So every Arbor Day when we come out, we renew that legacy of care and stewardship by celebrating trees, by planting new ones, and by coming together as a community of people. And it's wonderful to see so many people here at an Arbor Day event, and especially so many members of the City Council being supportive of things like Arbor Day and the stewardship of natural resources here in Auburn. So with that, I would like to congratulate you and present Mayor Backus with your 12th Tree City USA Award by unfurling the flag.
I will hold this for you. Unfurl away.
Very nice.
Thank you, Ben, very much. We appreciate the support and the partnership that you provide the City of Auburn and your great appreciation for the stewardship of the trees in our state. I would also like to say a big thank you to all of our team from the Parks Department that's here today. Raise your hand and let everybody know who you are. Thanks for all the great work that you do. Thank you for the work that you do throughout the year to make sure that our parks are a beautiful place for people to enjoy themselves. And now I would like to invite Bryce Landred up. He is the chair of the Auburn Urban Tree Board, and Bryce has a few words to say as well.
Thank you, Mayor. Thanks for coming, everybody. I recognize a lot of you, and I've been the chair of this board for 3 or 4 years now, I think. And what the Urban Tree Board does is we provide a bit of an interface between the city and the staff members of the city and the general public that lives here in the city of Auburn. And so we help try to recognize some of the heritage trees that have been here way longer than 12 years, that are important and magnificent in one way or another within the city, and we recognize those as heritage trees. And we help work with the Parks Department and some of the other departments to identify areas that maybe are under-forested from a street tree perspective, and help try to interface between HOA problems in the city. So we're kind of just out there helping out and trying to increase the awareness of the value of the trees to the various neighborhoods and residents within the city. So there you go. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bryce. So how many of you have been here for all 12 plantings? Raise your hand. Wow. Thank you for your dedication and support. And now I would like to introduce Barbara Smith, president of the Auburn Garden Club. Barbara, come on down.
Yes, we do go beyond your 12 years. This year, the Auburn Garden Club is actually going to be celebrating their 91st birthday as a garden club. And for the of that 91 years, 60 years, the Auburn Garden Club has participated in helping the city with a tree for the Arbor Day celebration. So we're really proud of that, and we hope that this beautiful Swartia tree will give everybody a lot of enjoyment, and it's a really beautiful tree. We're just really happy to be able to be here today and help you celebrate this.
Thank you very much, Barbara. You know, one of the best things about Auburn is the fact that no matter where you look in our community, every little corner, you are going to find someone volunteering. And if you look a little harder, you're going to find an opportunity to volunteer. So thank you to each one of you who does something to make Auburn a better place to be. It's with all of you and others like you that we are proud to have Auburn as our home and have such a beautiful park and such a beautiful city. So I have the Arbor Day proclamation. And most of you probably know I'm not a big fan of whereases, so I'm going to ask your help as I do the whereases, and I'll go like that when it's time for you to help me out. So this is the mayor's proclamation.
Whereas.
You guys are good. You're hired. In 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And 2015 is the 143rd anniversary of the holiday, and Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and wherever they are planted, a resource of joy, beauty, and spiritual renewal. And one last time, members of the Auburn Garden Club, statewide Washington Community Forestry Council, Department of Natural Resources, and the Auburn Urban Tree Board will join city officials and Auburn Parks Arts and Recreation Department employees in planting a Stewartia tree in Les Gove Park, 910 9th Street Southeast at, or we're a little late, it says 11 a.m., Thursday, April 16th, in honor of Arbor Day. And now, therefore, I, Nancy Backus, Mayor of the City of Auburn, do hereby proclaim April 16th, 2015 as Arbor Day in the City of Auburn. And I urge all citizens to celebrate and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to delight the heart and promote the well-being of our citizens now and for future generations. Thank you. Daryl.
Outstanding. It's great that we're here in Les Cove Park today because it's also where we're celebrating National Volunteer Month. And I see some of our senior wellness volunteers in the background here getting ready for the luncheon, and many of you are invited to that luncheon as well. So thanks to all our volunteers citywide who help out. And at this time, we have looks like about 8 shovels. So all of our city council members, DNR, representative of the park of the tree board, and the Auburn Garden Club could all come up. We'll fill in the hole and plant this beautiful tree. I'd like to leave with a final thought that one generation plants a tree so the next can enjoy the shade. I'd also like to add that this year we planted over 3,000 trees in our community, primarily along the Green River for Salmon Habitat Project at the Fenster property and also along the Green River Trail. So if you get as a community the opportunity to get out and walk the new trail system by Brandon Park, you'll notice a lot of trees planted as well as at the Fenster farm property. So thanks to the whole community for coming out. We couldn't plant that number of trees by ourselves. And also thank you for coming today. It's a beautiful day for Arbor Day, and enjoy the rest of it. Thank you.
Yeah.